Spring is here. You know what that means. That's right, after months of covered diamonds and empty ballparks, baseball is back. And since the last time the Marlins have played, as you know, there have been huge changes. Got a new name, a new park, and new players. Even the old guys have new names or numbers. And here on the first episode of the Fish Report, we're looking over the changes and see how they will affect this new Marlins team. We're also going to take a look at spring training so far, who's looking better, who's looking worse, and we'll see how players are doing on the injury front. I'm Kevin McCartney, and this is the Fish Report.
It's not their fault you stink.
Let's start with Ozzie again. Some call him rude, some call him crazy, but one thing for sure is he knows how to win. At the end of last season, the Marlins traded for the White Sox manager because they knew from then change had to happen. Ozzie brings a passion and energy to the clubhouse that the team has never seen before. He brings the full flavor of Miami to the new ballpark and will automatically make the team fun to watch, if anything. But entertainment will sell tickets but not win games. In order to win, Ozzie needs a team. At the start of free agency, the Marlins were set on going after Mets shortstop Jose Reyes. Reyes is already looking great in the Marlins lineup, but the addition of this high-hitting speedster is deeper than may seem. Reyes hit a .337 batting average last season, a league high, was 6th in the National League in stolen bases, and led the league in triples. This kind of speed at the start of the lineup, followed by a rapidly improving Emilio Bonifacio and Hanley Ramirez, creates what may be the fastest 1-2-3 punch the league has seen in years. Now, Leo Nunez was a decent closer, but after being caught using a false identity, it was clear that Juan Carlos Oviedo was not going to be the Marlins' go-to finisher. That's where Heath Bell comes in. Bell's been one of the league's most consistent closing machines in the last few years, nearly guaranteeing a 40-win season for the Fish. And in his off days, we still have Oviedo, but the 6 saves more than Leo Nunez last year could have easily been 6 more wins for the Fish. Expect that to translate into the new season and further strengthen the Marlins bullpen. With a stronger bullpen, though, the Marlins would need a rotation that was even stronger. Now, the biggest question marks for the following season seem to revolve around the starting pitchers. Will Josh Johnson stay healthy? Will Nolasco and Sanchez get better or worse? And how will Burley and Zambrano do? Well, let's take a look at the starting pitchers' spring numbers, starting with number 1, Josh Johnson. Johnson missed almost all of last season due to injury, and when healthy can be among the best pitchers in the league. Throughout spring training so far, he has started 3 games, pitching 7 innings, allowed 8 hits, and has posted up a fantastic 1.29 ERA. Mark Burley, the number 2 guy, hasn't had an extremely successful spring training so far. In 6.1 innings pitched, Burley has a 1-1 record, but has given up 11 hits and 7 earned runs, giving him a 9.95 ERA. Anibal Sanchez, the probable number 3, hasn't shown much in spring training. In his 1 game he started, he only pitched 2 innings, allowing 2 hits and no runs. Ricky Nolasco, who's a solid middle-of-the-rotation pitcher, has started 2 games so far in spring training. He's pitched 8.1 innings and has a 4.32 ERA. He also hopes to improve by the start of the season. He hasn't done amazing so far, but at the number 4 spot in the rotation, he should hold on just fine. Now, Carlos Zambrano is going to be a major X factor going into the 2012 season. After leaving the Cubs on a not-so-great note, he hopes to bounce back with the Marlins. So far in spring training, he has started 3 games, pitched 9 innings, and has let up 9 hits and 5 runs with a 4.82 ERA. He currently holds a 5 spot in the rotation, but we can only wait and see what will happen to Big Z. Most and least impressive so far this spring. Hanley Ramirez is looking fantastic, slowly but surely transitioning into his new role at third base while looking to have a bounce-back season. Shares the lead in batting average with at least 10 at-bats with a .409 and shares the lead in home runs with 2, has a .519 on-base percentage and a .773 slugging percentage. On the other end, though, Jose Reyes, the current NL batting champion, has been struggling, going 4 for 22 at-bats, putting up a less than desired 182 batting average. Although Reyes is one of the most consistent batters around, he is also injury prone and hopes to stay healthy this season. One could only hope that his less than satisfactory performance so far this spring training will soon improve. Now, only 2 batters played for both the 1997 and 2003 World Series teams. Who were they? Answer them both correctly and you'll get mentioned on our next episode. Well, that's it for today. Stay tuned for next week for our opening night special. That's right, less than a week until our Marlins start playing real baseball again. For Marlins Nation, I'm Kevin McCartney, and you've been watching The Fish Report.